SCP-93 Green Test. Mirror Test 2, color green. Subject is D54493, female, 23 years of age, average physique. Subject's background shows instance of Grand Theft Auto and second-degree murder of 2 children during escape with vehicle. Subject is cooperative in all steps of testing. Subject entered the provided mirror while holding 93, which emitted a green color. Outside technicians observed the mirror retained a true reflection until subject completely passed into it, at which time the view changed into a farming landscape, heavily tinged in green, similar to the first test. Video feed follows in attached media. Test 1, 2. Camera activates, flickers to view. Subject is looking out over the same farmland reported by technicians. All greens through video feed are deeper, and green tinge overlays the normal color of the object, similar to the blue tinge in Test 1. No landmarks from Test 1 are discernible as subject pans camera over area. Present is a field long abandoned, in the middle of which states the remains of a scarecrow of unknown design. Fragments left are rotted and torn. Nothing grows in the tilted land. A farmhouse is visible to the right of the field. A large 2 stories of basement shelter entrance visible. At one end, subject prepares her sidearm immediately and asks for control to relax before proceeding, her heavy breathing dominating the audio feed. Subject takes a few minutes and announces that she's fine, then proceeds direct to walk the perimeter of the farmhouse. Children's bicycles, 2 boys and girls, lay against the house near the shelter doors. One of the doors, the shelter lay in the grass. Torn from the entrance, as evidenced by splintering wood. On the stairs lay clothing arranged in a descending order. Shoes, shirt going down there belonging to a boy. Subject begins screaming at Control, asking if there's some sort of sick joke. Control assures her they have never seen the environment either, and to please calm down. Subject takes several minutes to regain herself before continuing. It is unknown if 93 is linking the subject's past with their landscape. For several minutes, subject agrees to continue. Communication with subject is muted, and conversation with Control making commentary about subject's jittery attitude make up audio for 1.5 minutes. Communication restored as subject reaches bottom of stairs. The cellar of the farmhouse is unremarkable and typical. Several wooden shelves line the far wall containing unidentified canned substance. Bright broken fixtures sway gently from support beams. Cameras panned across the basement slowly. No evidence of footprints are visible, and the basement can be assumed to have abandoned for some time. Subject begins to comment about a stench. As subject pans, the area of a metal hatch is visible on the ground, similar to the bulkhead in the submarine with a turn dial handle. Subject remarks that the smell is as the worst around the hatch, and the dirt around the hatch is known to be clumped and clay-like. The handle of the hatch is old and paint-chipped. Subject coerced into turning the handle, which then fully turned opens the hatch. Subject begins coughing at the release of the assumed old, stale air. When camera is tilted to view down the hatch, it is a white concrete tunnel, similar to the one found in the Blue experiment, but is much better condition. Subject asked to descend a ladder and close hatch behind her. After some convincing, subject agrees to descend but does not close the hatch. Overlooked concerns about securing the pulley return system are acknowledged. Descent during the ladder and trip to the farmhouse have consumed approximately 53 meters of cable when the bottom is reached. Inside of the hatch appears to be a bunker ill-suited to long-term usage. This space is about half the size of the actual cellar itself, containing 3 bunks. One of the couple or 2 for single use. Several boxes of food similar to those found in the blue marked as cereal fill a waste container near the hatch bottom. On the beds are 2 skeletons on the floor, as a third lying next to them a simple 6-shooter revolver containing no ammunition. 3 spent casings were across the floor near the gun. On the other side of the skeleton, a bound book in good condition is retrieved and placed in the field kit container upon request. The gun is left alone per request from Control. Subject examines more of the bunker, focusing on a desk where a newspaper has been cut and it is in good condition. The clipped articles are recovered using a field test container. Little else of interest is to be brought back to the bunker, and the camera is panned through. Trash bags containing clothing, a few children's toys resembling a Poplar's 1950s era product, and lined against the wall. Subject is requested to leave bunker and then sharply asked to wait by Control technician, who directs the camera view to an area nearby exiting the doorway hatch. Clear inspection as subject moves to find that the small area has been fitted with appears to be Ethernet jack and cover, which has been forced slightly away from the wall by a strange amber-like substance. Subject refuses to touch or collect the samples, commenting that it stinks so bad that they can come get it themselves. Control declines and subject leaves the bunker. The subject grips ladder to leave. The camera pans up for a moment. At the top tunnel, a humanoid figure is seen peering down. Patrol asks subject to confirm the figure. Subject states nothing is up there and begins to climb. Figure draws out a camera view. After first rung is touched by subject, who ascends without incident. At the top of the tunnel, no other life is seen. Nothing has been disturbed. Subject insists nothing is there and closes the hatch, then immediately vomits. Subject coughs and uses a applied water bottle to gargle, then freezes. And asks Control is hearing that. Control reports no audio. Subject approaches cellar hatch containing cautiously with firearm drawn and lifts her head just enough so camera view outside area. In the distance, approximately 700 meters from the farm, two massive humanoid beings are crawling across the landscape. The entities do not notice the subject, who remains quiet, but whose drawn firearm is visibly trembling. Subject requests to remain still and silent as being moved. They are featureless, facing at an angle, moving across the field of vision, so the faces are only visible for a few moments. During this time, it is clear that they have no facial features. The arms that they use to drag themselves are short at times and long at others, stretching out to various lengths, and each time they move, there is no rear area on the beings. All bodily designs appear at the end of the torso. Two creatures take approximately 10 minutes to disappear into the distance before the subject begins to panic and begs to return. Request declined. Subject instructed to enter the home for the seller, not to leave the home under any circumstances. The first floor is entered through a hatch in the ceiling floor, then opens with a rusty creak, so causing subject to pause for 37 seconds before continuing upward and entering the kitchen. Heavy layer dust coating all items in the kitchen. The refrigerator is left open. All food is spoiled. The kitchen is living area, and the subject enters slowly. There's a recliner, a couch, and a television, all of the 1950s style design. In the recliner is a laptop whose case also resembles the 1950s decor and coated in heavy dust. Opening the laptop reveals the last month's operating system, Faithful OS, leaving a standard standby mode and immediately shuts off. Laptop has no external power source and will not power back on. When asked to recover the laptop, it brings the cushion in the recliner with it. The two stuck together. Subject advised to leave the laptop where it is. The inside door leaving the home is nailed shut with a thick wood planks. No attempt made to interact with those camera view pans. Staircase leading upstairs. Subject ascends the staircase, stepping asked, and the stairs remain silent. Control surprise. When subject reaches the top of the staircase hallway with two doors in view, one on each side. At the end of the hall, dumb weight is unlit into the wall. Subject opens door on the left of her. It opens to a master bedroom. The bed is neatly made, but the wardrobe next to the throne open, clothes, and everywhere on the floor. Subject finds laid out on the bed several pieces of jewelry and informed to leave them. Subject begins to protest, then comments they stink and leaves them alone. Probably the room. Subject asks to open the second door. The second door opens and gives a view of a shared children's bedroom. Obviously a boy and a girl is given the type of boy with toys scattered across the floor. There is also a window, which subject approaches and wipes with a curtain clear dust. Subject requested to move camera to window and does so. Farmland is visible approximately 4 kilometers from it, at best guessed a city. As the camera starts to draw back, it pans down and films the area around the house. Approximately 300 figures similar to those the footage captured during blue tests visible around the home. While staring up, Subject asks to confirm the figures, but states nothing is there. Subject requests to return and quickly agrees. Egress from the house is uneventful. Pulley system shows no erratic behavior as subject returns to the point of pulley wire's origin. A loud groaning noise caused the picture of reverberate. Technicians at control report that there is also to hear noise and experience the vibration. Subject returns to the point of origin without investigation and mere returns to reflection purpose. 93 relinquished. Video ends. Turn newspaper fragment filed as redacted. The next test is classified as test violet.